All right, it's time for another What Sold on Whatnot video. It's me, Laura. Hi. I keep feeling like I should have like an intro for my videos, like some sort of phrase that I say consistently for every video, and I don't know what it is. So I always have this awkward, like, how do I start this video thing going on? Anyway, I sold some stuff on Whatnot today. I'm super excited about it, and I'm going to go through it with you. As usual, I was a little nervous about the show. Like, is it going to be good? I don't know. It was nice. And yeah, let's just talk about what I'm shipping out today. I sold a total of 17 items, $345 before fees, and I will be taking home $299 after fees. So yay, I'm happy with that. I have another show scheduled for this evening as usual, so we'll see how that goes. So out of the 17 items that sold, I'm shipping out a total of 12 packages. So a lot of these were single items, but there were also some multi-item purchases. This first thing that I'm sending off is this really cute little skirt. I love this 70s knit skirt, and this sold for $15. I feel like this started at 10. There was something today that got a little bit bid up that I was surprised at. It happened later in the show. One person requested that I run it. Maybe this isn't the item. I remember paying attention to it during the show. Paying attention to it, yes, during the show. That sentence makes sense. While the auction is running, it will tell me what I started it at and where the auction is currently, but I haven't figured out how to find the starting bid once everything has ended and it's after the fact, but this sold for $15. So regardless of where I started it, I'm happy about that. Very cute little skirt. It is the only item that this person purchased, and this was a new to me buyer, so I'm excited for that too. All the buyers are great, and when they get deals, it's great. When I make money, it's great. So I'm just happy when things sell during Whatnot. It's all fun. When I started my show this morning, so you know, I carry items forward, so I will I schedule it 30 brand new items. I've talked about this before. 30 brand new items, never been in a Whatnot show before. Then I have stuff that's left over from previous shows. And on days when I finally go and take photographs for Etsy, eBay, etc., I generally am pulling a lot of the stuff from leftover Whatnot inventory. There are some things that I do hold aside specifically to list on Etsy and eBay that I don't run through Whatnot first, but I pull a lot of the Whatnot inventory and photograph it. And like ideally, it would be when I finally do my Etsy photos, I'll just call them Etsy photos, you know, I would be pulling from the oldest Whatnot inventory. But that's not what I do. I pull the stuff that's more exciting. So sometimes it's some of the newest Whatnot inventory. So I have some stuff that's been sitting around for an insane amount of time, by which I mean like 2-3 months, right? Been in show after show after show. So my inventory for Whatnot now is up to 141 items, right? So that's basically I add 30 new items in every week, sell whatever I sell, add 30 new, and so that's where we are. That's kind of the accumulation. So, so there's that. So I sold 17. So I don't know why I was telling you that. There was a reason. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, too many things. And I've got to get rid of some. I feel like I need to stick around 100 items per show. I only proactively go through the first 50. Once I get beyond that, I will run anything that's in there by request, but I kind of only go through the first 50 automatically. And I need to clear the rack for my sanity, for the sake of the freshness of my show. Like, I feel like people coming in week after week after week and seeing the same stale shit, even if it's only at the end of the show, you know? So I have a plan for that, though, a little bit, besides regular listing, because who wants to actually list things? I don't want to fucking list things, right? All right, this is my next item that sold. I'll get to the plan shortly. This was also to a new to me customer. This sold for $20, which is what I listed it for. I paid up a little bit for this. I mean, I think this was $10 when I bought it. So I'm, you know, but it's so cute, right? And new to me customer. So it's very exciting. She said, I think she was the one in the show that said that her sister had this when she was little. So it's a really fun sweater. I don't even care about Disney, but I love the colors on this. They're so awesome. And there we go. All right. So my plan for getting rid of some of the stale inventory, I've been in a very like over it kind of mood with some of my inventory and my clutter. I have a lot of clutter. And a lot of the inventory that is cluttering is stuff that still needs repair, but there's also stuff that I buy specifically for Whatnot. I feel very pressured to fill my Whatnot shows, as you know, because I talk about that incessantly as well. So sometimes I'll buy something that's $1 or $2. I'm like, oh, cool, I can offer this for $5 and Whatnot. But then if it doesn't sell, you know, then I still have to deal with it. And so this week I finally allowed myself to let go of a couple things that were in that vein that I just had zero interest in trying to list anywhere else. 2 of those items, I had gotten to the point of photographing them for Etsy and eBay, and I would just like, no, I don't want to do this. And that energy just drags me down. Like I'm constantly trying to force my way through stuff. I've been listening to a podcast a lot that was talking about sort of really feeling excited and energized by your inventory, and I related to it a lot, and I think it gave me sort of the motivation and the permission to be like, yeah, some of this stuff just has to go. So what I'm going to do, I was just going to donate a whole bunch of stuff, which I may still do, but I think that I'm going to do a show, and I'm going to call it Dollar or Donate. It's going to be January 1st, because why not? Because today's December 14th. I don't know when you're seeing this, but as I'm recording this, it's December 14th. So I'll run everything starting at $1, and if it doesn't sell, I'm going to donate it. I'm not going to do a bunch of setup. If it's already been in a Whatnot show, I will use those listings, but if it's stuff that I'm going to donate that's not going in a Whatnot show, I will probably stick it in there, but I'm not putting measurements and crap in. I'll do measurements on camera if people need them, but for dollar starts, I'm not doing all that crap. All right, I forgot to tell you what this dress was. This is my next item. Sold to a repeat buyer for me, and really cute little dress. It sold for $10. A fun little fruit print dress, like a 90s era, I think. Anyway, so that's my plan, Dollar or Donate. The only real downside to that plan, well, there's probably a couple, but I think it'll be a fun marketing thing for Whatnot. And you know, I'm not going to really want to do the setup, I don't think, but, you know, I'll try and keep it minimal. Why am I totally off camera the whole time I'm talking to you? I'll try to keep it minimal as far as the setup and the amount of work going into it is concerned. It will suck that I will have this stuff still sitting around my house for the next 2 weeks, because I was really on this, like, get this out of here kind of thing. But, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Now I'm like getting myself back on the fence again. Like, should I not? Sometimes it's like a fun thing. If it's what made me think about it was the stuff that I've got still set up in my Whatnot shows, just appearing over and over and over again, right? They're already there. They're on hangers. They're ready to go. But I have a whole bunch of other stuff that's not ready to go, and I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, okay, next item. So this is the thing that got bid up that I was surprised at. Not that whatever that first thing was that I showed you. This skirt, I started it at $10. I ran this last week in 2 shows, I think, morning and evening. Nobody cared. Really cute skirt. And so somebody requested it today. I was like, oh, cool. Nice. And it went from a $10 start and got bid up to 18 bucks. So, and I know it's like, oh, it's only $8, Laura, but you know, I don't get bid up by $8 in my show. That doesn't happen very often. So I was super excited. It's a very cute little tennis skirt. Can we get these bits to all put themselves away here? There we go. I'm trying to make it look pretty when I fold it. It's not doing a great job, but it's okay. We'll get there. So what do you think? Dollar or Donate, or don't bother and donate? I mean, I could also always do a mix of both. I could do a Dollar or Donate just for the stuff that's already set up and Whatnot and is on the racks and all that. Like, that's an option. And then the stuff that I've already got in garbage bags waiting to go. All right, let's see. The next item. Oh, and I'm sorry, that skirt was also a new to me buyer, so that's exciting. This next one is another new to me buyer, which I'm surprised at. I thought I recognized her name, but probably, you know, it's Whatnot. There's probably a lot of people who have similar usernames. So she purchased 2 items from me. The first is not either of those. Okay. Oh, the first is half falling off of its hanger already. All right, is this Vanity Fair nightgown, which I love. Right, look at how pretty. All right, and let's see, what did this sell for? This sold for $17, so it did get bid up a little bit. I probably started it at 15. That sounds like a number I would start at. Let's see. Okay. And let me see if I can fold this up. I've got to take my sweater off because now I'm already hot. It's been very back and forth here. It's winter in New Jersey, so it's cold. But with the lights on and talking and having whatever weird anxiety I have when I have to record videos and do whatnot shows, I'm very warm right now. So, all right, so Vanity Fair slip, so cute. And the second thing that she purchased, adorable. I got this at an estate sale just yesterday. It's really cool. It does have moth damage, so I disclosed all of that. If I publish these videos in a timely fashion, you will have just seen this video that haul was from, but who knows by the time I publish these. Anyway, so this, I listed it with a $20 star. I think that's what it sold. That is what it sold for. It sold for 20 bucks. It's really cool. I wanted to be able to start that a little bit lower, but because that estate sale was so expensive, I really didn't feel like I could go lower on this. So, I think if you're buying it for personal use, it's a fantastic price. If you're buying it for resale, it may not leave a whole lot of room there, but let's see. Hopefully she loves it. That was my new saying to all my customers today. I hope you either love it or make a lot of money on it. One or the other. So, regardless of what they do with it, one way or another, I hope that it is doing what they need. So let's get these two packaged up. And so this will go off to her. Again, she was a new to me customer, so I hope she loves this. Yay. Okay. Let's see. Then my next package is a repeat buyer who bought 3 items from me. Even though I'm doing 2, it was 3, not 2 or 4. 3 items. First is this LL Bean skirt, just cotton denim skirt, really cute, basic, essential, maybe. Okay, that sold for $10. Really adorable skirt. Let me see how I can fold this up to be decent and look cute. We may have to hide this among the other items because it's not going to be a really cute fold. All right. What else did she get? Okay. Let's see. They're all pretty slim items, so I want to fold it in a way that looks nice in the package and isn't insane. So. Why is it not cooperating with me? Can't make this fold the way I want. Okay, that works. There we go. Thank you. All right, the second thing that she purchased was this really amazing leopard print top. It's a corset style top. It's so cute, but it's extra small. Oh, it sold at $11.11. Yay. I did not notice $11.11 during my Whatnot show today. I usually do. I didn't notice it today. So I'm glad that I get to see that I had a sale at $11.11. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Scared the shit out of me. Okay. All right, so a little corset top. This sold for 10? 10, okay. It also doesn't want to fold because of the boning. It's weird. I mean, I can. It's very flexible boning. We're going to try. I don't know. This is not doing a great job. There. It's not going to look super cute. All right. And then the third piece that she purchased, I think, was also a $10 item. Yes. It was this cute little tulip print blouse. Right? Adorable. I feel like it's handmade. There are no tags. So let me see. All right, let's see if we can fold it. This should at least fold up and look cute. Everything else is problematic, but this should help me out. And then we can hide that corset top between these two things. So that'll help. Okay. So jean skirt, corset top, tulip. There we go. Perfection. Perfection. I could even put it in a little tiny poly mailer, I think. We're gonna try. We can do this. We can get it in there. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Next up, another repeat buyer also purchased 3 items for me today. Let's see. She's really fun pieces. So she got this skirt. There's no tags. I don't know if it's handmade, but it has no tags. It's adorable. This is a full circle skirt and just fun patchwork bohemian style situation. This sold for 10. All right, let's fold this up in a nice way. It's another one that's gonna be awkward, but we're gonna make it work. Okay, sort of. We're sort of making it work. Thankfully, she's purchased from me in the past, so I've impressed her hopefully some other point in time. The second thing that she purchased was this vest. I love this thing. Look at this. Amazing. So elephants, the elephants are puffy, and then there's one in the back. The whole thing is velvet with all this like ribbon applique detail and some like nice subtle sequins sewn on there. This is Carol Horn, and there we go. And that's actually a designer that is on the Vintage Fashion Guild website, which I thought was really cool. So I have to fold this in a way. Let me see. This is going to be awkward, but I'm basically trying not to smash the elephants, and they don't really want to cooperate. Let's see. Okay, that works there. Okay, no, this is terrible. This is absolutely horrible. Here's the problem with puffy elephants. There's 2 on the front and then 1 in the back, so there's not really a good way to fold this, but we're gonna do our best here. We're gonna use a bigger envelope to accommodate, that's okay. All right, and then, oh, and that sold for $15, which I'm pretty sure is what I started it at. And then this third item is also a vest, right? Really cool. I love these. I've had blazers in this type of design before. I call it Matador. I don't know what it's supposed to be. This sold for $15 as well. This is a fancy brand. So that's the tag. And I didn't see a similar vest online, but some of these pieces go for decent amounts of money. 75, 100, 150. You know, the stuff I saw was, there was a lot of jackets and skirts and dresses and whatever. Nothing really sort of comparable. So I was initially going to hold it back and just list it directly on Etsy, eBay, etc. But I decided to just stick it in the Whatnot show because why not? I've got this whole backlog of inventory that I'm annoyed by. I like having successful Whatnot shows. They make me feel really productive and good and validated. So, you know, I certainly have more than enough stuff waiting in the wings to be listed on Etsy and eBay. I will have more. All right, I gotta get this in here. So in case you, I don't know if you are also a reseller and you're watching this, but when I have a problem getting something into the poly mailer, what I like to do is I roll it all, like, you know, I have this little stack. I roll it, grab it with my hand, and then usually that burrito effect will let me slide it in the bag more easily, which it does, right? And then once it's in there, I open it up and I kind of smack it flat, and it flattens back out to its nice, pretty state. So that's good. It works pretty well most of the time. And then there's our little back hit, as the t-shirt bros say. That looks very pretty. Thankfully, that came out well. That'll ship in a box just to protect all the elephants. All right, so the next thing that I sold, oh, this was good too. So this Didn't get bid up as much as I thought it might, but that's okay. It was this 70s era Deweese swimsuit and cover up. So the swimsuit does not look good on a hanger at all, but Deweese makes really beautifully structured pieces, and a lot of 60s stuff. I can't remember if it went back as far as 50s, but this is a little bit later, but it still has that nod, you know, to the very pinup girl structured kind of swimsuit. It's so pretty. This set sold for $22. I started the bidding at $20. I did think that it would go a little higher, but that's okay. I got this at an estate sale as well. At this point, I've been going to more estate sales recently, so I feel like it's difficult to like remind you of which one. But this one had like a good mix of like 70s and 80s. This was not the 80s stuff that had to be, you know, decontaminated. This was the one where I had like the 2 giant bags of stuff, and the guy wanted to go through it and price everything out as $5 and $10 items. This is that estate sale, if you've seen the video and you remember and you care. Anyway, so this came from that. So it wasn't like, you know, I didn't spend a whole lot of money on it that I need to make back. I've done well with that sale so far. So $22. There was another swimsuit and cover-up piece that sold through from that, and that one got bid up quite a bit. I can't remember what it ended up going for, but I feel like I remember being impressed by how much it was bid up, and so I was going to hold this off and put it on Etsy, but after that other one, I decided to give this a shot. So I think the first one I did a lot better. In my opinion, that one was better. It was like a green swimsuit. It was amazing. Loved it. Anyway, okay, that's a new to me buyer, so hopefully she loves it or makes a lot of money on it, one or the other. Next is a repeat buyer who ordered this pair of pants, bought this pair of pants. These surprised me. These are from the attic haul, and they're really cool pants. They're, you know, but you know, like I don't tend to do solid color pieces as often. I don't get as excited about, you know, whatever. I'm not going to zip that because I'm going to fold it up, but just high-waisted wool pants, right? They have a bit of a wider, I mean, I feel like it's a straight leg, but it's a wider straight leg, you know? And I started these at, I think I started them at 10. They got bid up to 27. So I don't know if it's because of the brand. Like I know this is that's a brand that goes for a bit of money. So I do have a second pair of these that I'll stick in the show for next week. I believe I can. I think that the color on these is great. The second pair that I have is, I think like an off-white color. So part of this may have been the color. I don't know. But I was really surprised by that. So I had some nice bidding action in my show today. It was really heartening. And I don't want to take that as a sign of literally anything because Whatnot is so unpredictable, you know, like I could have an amazing show this week and then next week be back to like, you know, or even tonight, who knows? Maybe tonight I'll make like 2 sales that don't get bid up at all and they're $5 each, or who knows? I don't know. I am hoping to have a great evening show, but I gotta fold these pants up a little bit more. They don't quite want to fit nicely in the poly mailer. All right, there we go. So that's nice. I'm happy about that with these pants. All right, and then my next item sold to another repeat buyer. She's also a seller. I talk about her a lot. She's got a great sense of style, so she got this. I almost kept this. This also came from the same estate sale as the Deweese swimsuit. It's a great sweater. I think it's really fun. It's, if you haven't seen this tag before, this is, I always find that sweaters with these tags are really fun. They're usually like sort of novelty type of sweaters. Oh, Sinless Shirley. So really cute. And, you know, so this is a buyer that she may resell it. I don't know. I feel like, I think that she's very similar to me in that I think that most of the things that she sells are also very in line with her personal aesthetic. So you know, it can really go either way, I think, for her. Maybe she'll wear it. Maybe she'll, you know, maybe she'll intend to wear it, and then if it doesn't fit her the way she likes, she'll just sell it. That's often what happens with me. I wanted to keep this, but for me, it wasn't as fitted as I would like it to be. I wanted to kind of wear it instead of a Free People thermal top, and it didn't fit me the way that I liked to really serve that purpose. So, okay. All right, let's see. Oh, it folds up so cute. See? Little birds. And yes, that is the tag dangling. And look, even this side. Adorable. I love when it looks cute from both sides. All right. Only 2 more after this. Okay. Yeah. All right. And then, let's see. This one, really cute. Little sweater vest. This was in my personal closet. I just never wear it. I had actually gotten to the point of photographing it to list on Etsy at one point, and then I just never listed it because I decided to keep it. But it looked really good on me when I was like a size extra small top. But, you know, as I gained weight back, because I'm bigger on the bottom than I am on the top, you know, that thing hits at the waist and it kind of like rolls up because I got, you know, so it was doing that. So I just ended up never wearing it. I kept holding on to it for, you know, someday when I went back to the smaller size. Hasn't happened yet. All right, and this sold for $20. I can't remember if this got bid up or not. I feel like I would have started it maybe at 15 because I love it, but I also, you know. And I think that when I initially got that, I got that from like a really massive warehouse kind of sale in summer of 2020. So not 100% positive on that. But all right, and then the last item that I'm wrapping up, the grand finale, and I did not plan for this to be the last item. It just worked out that way. So excited about this. So a week or 2 ago, I told you about a dress that I sold in my Whatnot show. It was a black with like rainbow lurex, you know, crochet knit dress. And everybody was like, oh, is that a Wangeli? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I went and looked up this brand, and it sells really nicely on eBay and Etsy, like $130, $150, that sort of range. And I knew that I had this dress that was similar, you know, also the lurex, and it has these sort of crochet design elements to it. And I went and looked in my closet, and guess what this dress is? The other one didn't have a tag on it, but this one has the tag, Wangeli. So, how funny is it? But I also don't wear this that often. Last time I wore this was about 2 years ago. It's another one that, you know, doesn't look great on me when I'm a little heavier on the bottom. It's a very long, straight, not long straight, but long, you know, curvy. When I'm bottom heavy, it looks weird on me. I don't like the way it looks. Anyway, so I listed it in the show today. I put it in at a $20 start, right? Because the last one I put in at 20 or 25. I knew it was cool, but I didn't know it was like a thing. So that one got bid up to $50. This one today, I did tell the person who bought it last week that I was going to have this. I only had 2 people watching it, and I was getting really nervous. And I kind of was like, I don't really, knowing that it can go for so much more on Etsy or eBay, I was like, I don't really want to sell it for $20 on Whatnot. But also, I didn't want to be ridiculous, you know? Meaning, I didn't, like, I'm not going to put it in Whatnot and start it at, like, you know, whatever, $50 or something like that. I don't know. I was conflicted. So I decided, I was like, you know what, let me just go with it. We'll see what happens. I bought it, you know, like 6 years ago. It's been sitting in my closet, so fine. And it ended up selling for $79. I don't think I've had, I don't know that I've had a bid go that high before. And I may have said that about the other Wangeli dress last week. So, A, look out for that brand. But B, it was really nice. And it did go to the same person, which is also fun. and, you know, she was like, you know, I think she messaged me something and like, you know, about having had to fight for it a little bit. And it's like, on the one hand, it's like, oh, I feel bad for her that she had to, that, you know, she didn't get it for as low as she did the last one, but I also feel nice for me. It's hard. I want to be excited for my customers, but I also want to make money. So, but in that respect, it's nice because I don't have any control. It's all you guys. Y'all bid it up. So, very excited about that. And I'm glad that I don't have seller's auction remorse. $79 is a really great price. I think I would have been happy if this had stopped at $50. I would have felt like it was worth having done that rather than waiting for it to sell on Etsy or eBay. So anyway, that's my little show for this morning. Super fun. I have one other item to ship today, which I didn't think to pull beforehand so that I could show you that for my what sold on other platforms aspect. But it's a Free People thing that sold on Depop. I had it cross-listed on eBay. I had it listed at $79. I sent out an offer for $59 and somebody accepted and paid. So that's going to ship out today. And that's everything. I hope y'all enjoyed my little show. And whatever, I'm coming back in a minute. You're going to see me in 2 minutes anyway for the evening edition, which hopefully has some stuff sold in it. So let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. All right, part 2, evening edition, what sold on whatnot. It was a decent show. I'm so grateful. I was having a hard time. I've really been struggling with my evening shows. I was not feeling up to it. I don't want to say I almost canceled. I wanted to cancel it. I was looking for like a sign to just let me cancel it. It was a slow start. There was low attendance, but I still did decently. So I'm happy about that. Let's see. I have 7 shipments. There were a total of 17 items sold going to 7 people. So let's just get into it. First one, this was a new to me customer, purchased 2 items from me. This is the first item. This is a 90s Express sweater. This has actually been in my own closet for a few years. It's kind of been I've been calling it my pajama sweater, along with another one that I also sold last night. And they're just kind of the sweaters that I throw on when I'm sitting around the house, loungewear thing. I don't like super oversized stuff on me. And so, you know, I like a little more fitted when I'm trying to be seen by people. So it was great because it was cozy and warm, but it wasn't something that I really enjoyed wearing a whole lot. I loved the sweater. I didn't like how it looked on me. Anyway, so I sold it. It sold for, I want to say 10. Yes, $10. So that's number 1. Gets to go off and live a new and more exciting life. And then number 2 was another item from Express, more of a Y2K piece. This sold for $15, and it was this skirt. Yay! So let's get that wrapped up. And I'm using natural light today. It's a little yellow, but I couldn't deal with the light and all that jazz. I'm super unhappy with my lighting setup, especially for video purposes. It's just, my space is too small for the massive lights that I have. And where's my bags? And oh my gosh, I'm a mess already. And you know, it just causes like a lot of blowout. It gets hot. It's cumbersome for me to set up. So I do need to figure it out. But I've already gone through like 4 cycles of indecision on my whole idea to do a dollar or donate sale on whatnot. There's the part of me that's like, you know what, I have the motivation to get it out of the house right this second, so let me just get it out of the house. You know, the thought process of like, is it going to be worth my time and effort to do all this preparation to get these things out for $1 each? I don't know. Mostly it's, the benefit of it is using it as a marketing tactic to get some viewership on whatnot and have some sale excitement. I don't expect to make money from it, but anyway. My second item that I sold is a dress to a repeat buyer. It sold for $15. This is the one, I think, yeah. So this is so pretty, and I'm very excited for it to go to a new home. The color is gorgeous, right? 15 bucks. There we go. several of the items that I sold last night were pieces that have been sitting around for a bit, so excited about that. We'll get to them. This one hasn't been around too long. It's been in a couple shows, but nothing, you know, and this dress I think is really pretty also. This is one of those pieces, I think a lot of these 90s dresses especially would do better, you know, show better, photograph better, present better, like an Etsy thing, modeled, photographed properly, etc. But this gets the job done. So, all right, let's see. Let's get her in here. Cool. Number 2. Oh, that's a mess, Laura. All right. There we go. Number 3. Package number 3. Item number 4. This one has gone to a repeat buyer. This is a gorgeous dress, but it did have some issues. I think it still presents pretty nicely, right? How beautiful. But it's got like some wear here. It has a small spot on the back down, I don't know, oh, here, down here. And then there's like more sort of wear to the bottom. So I went over all of that. I still think it is a gorgeous dress. I think if it gets hemmed, that'll help several of the issues. The condition issues in the top half of the dress are a lot more subtle. So hopefully she's happy with this. I think it's so beautiful. And let's see, and this sold for, it ended up selling for 21. It got a few bids, so I was surprised. It was in at least 2 shows where I proactively, probably 3 shows where I actually showed it proactively and didn't seem to get any interest. I don't think anybody requested to see it. So I was a little surprised that it got a couple of bids yesterday, but I was happy, obviously. So that was worth it. I forget what I started it at. I don't remember if I did it at 10 or 15, probably 15 is my guess. So put this in here. It's a little squished in that bag. I'm going to put it in a larger bag. All right, let's see. Isn't this fun? This is a fun video. Super exciting. Cat destruction happening in the background. So much fun. All right. Next package. Okay, this person purchased 6 items from me. The total sale of everything that this person purchased came out to $50. So a lot of them were not giant ticket items, but they've been sitting around a little bit. They bought a few of these Y2K shirts that I keep picking up and loving and that nobody else really seems to. So this is the first one. I originally had this going for 10. They asked if I would reduce it to 5, and I said yes. I don't remember what I paid for it. I'm assuming it was that at $5 I'm probably, best case scenario, breaking even on this. But I've had it sitting around for a little bit. They purchased other items. I was, was okay with it. So this one for $5. It's a New York City themed shirt, really cute. The second item that they purchased also went for $5. Which one is this? The another little Y2K blingy shirt. So this one, I know that that was partially priced at $5. I got it at one of those bulk buy estate sales. So that one was sort of like a freebie, so to speak. It's not free. Nothing is free, obviously, but I didn't have an individual price tag attached to it, so I felt like it was fine to do for $5. The third piece was another very similar shirt, came from the same estate sale, Y2K blingy, and also sold for $5. So let's see. Yep, making sure. So, and this person was a new to me buyer as well. So Okay, let's see. That, and then what else? Oh, also got this little sweater vest, which is adorable. I love it. Probably 10. Let's see. 10. Yep. Okay. Yep. 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 Hold. All right, next. They got these pants. Amazing. Y2K, low rise, flare. These are made by Guess. So really fun pair of pants. And let's see, what was this? 15. Pretty expected amount. So happy about that. These are so cute. Okay, 15. And then their final item was this really cute little novelty fruit print dress from like the 90s. And what was this? 10. This one went for 10. So a really fun little collection of pieces. I'm happy about all of them. None of them are super, like this fruit print dress has been in a couple shows as well, but nothing too stale. Well, those Y2K t-shirts I feel like have been hanging out for a little bit. But, all right, let's see. Doing a lot of larger bags today. I did have some requests for fun sweaters, but unfortunately, sweaters have not been super available to me recently, so that is unfortunate. All right, let's see. Okay, here, nice little bag. All right, next up is another new to me buyer. Let's see, they purchased 5 items. So I had 2 new to me buyers who got many pieces for me last night, so that was fun. Very appreciated. All right, let's see. This one, they got this skirt, which is this Asian crane print. Seems handmade. It's super tiny, like a 24-inch waist with 0 give to it. I want to say this was $10. Look at all these empty hangers. $10. That is correct, ma'am. I went a little out of order on their package because the last item that they purchased is challenging to fold. It's just because it's long. And so apparently I'm putting it off till the end. I don't know what that's going to do for me. This little pair of gaucho pants, $10. These are Carol Little, really cute. This person was interesting because they kept making a lot of comments and I couldn't tell how to take them. You know, like I kind of got the impression that they thought that I was talking too much, but then they also wanted the items. It was confusing, so I was choosing to just assume that I was taking it the wrong way. I feel like there was some comment to the effect of like, all right already, kind of, and I was like, okay, you know, and I wasn't sure how to take it because they were in other comments being friendly. It was weird, but you know, overall they were very chatty, and you know, I appreciate that. They requested a lot of items, so that was fun. This gaucho pants, $10. So I think one thing, I was trying to go over the flaws. Whenever somebody requests to see an item, or whenever I'm running something, you know, I talk about it before I start the bidding because I want to make sure that I disclose any flaws or mention anything that somebody would want to know before they buy it. How does it fit? Is there elastic? Is it, you know, what are the closures? All those things. So I was talking about that on one of the items that had some damage, and they were like, oh, well, I already put a pre-bid on it, so I guess, like, you know, I just have to deal with it. And it just was like I did disclose the damage in the listing, in the photos. Also, the damage wasn't really anything that impacted wear. It was internal and just like an FYI, this is here, but it's not a big deal thing. And then I was like, if you want to cancel, it's like, you can cancel it. That's fine. Like, I don't want you to get anything you're not happy with. And they're like, no, it's okay. And I felt like it was a little passive aggressive, but I couldn't tell if I was just taking it the wrong way. So hopefully they're happy with all their items. They picked really fun stuff. And this Western style shirt, which I'm forgetting to tell you about. Wrangler, let's see. Here we go. I don't know if this person, obviously they're new to me. I don't know if they're a reseller or buying for personal use. And, you know, it doesn't matter to me. This sold for $15, the Wrangler shirt. So, but hopefully they're happy with everything. You know, the other thing that I have to remember too is that Whatnot can be kind of a rough place for people. There's a lot of inexperienced sellers, a lot of, I don't want to say scamming sellers, but there's definitely, in the reselling community, there's definitely a large number of people who have this attitude that they're better than their buyers. They're very dismissive of their buyers, things like that. So I sometimes forget that that's out there because my experiences with other sellers on Whatnot is very positive. The people that I follow are generally very positive. I myself don't have, you know, a lot of the attitudes or issues that I see in like Facebook groups, for example. But, you know, but I forget that my customers may have come across some of that in the past. You know, maybe that's what it is. They've gotten screwed in the past because they bid on something and then weren't able to cancel it once they realized it won't work for them or whatever. I mean, at this point they were making the comment. I hadn't even actually started the auction yet. I was like, you can cancel it. It's fine. So, you know, maybe it's coming from a place of that, sort of like anticipating a problem and being, you know, communicating as though I'm going to give them a hard time. I don't know, but hopefully I will be able to give them a positive experience. This is the last thing that this person purchased. This, I was just snapping it back together. It's an Asian Cheongsam style. It's kind of a dress, but it's not because it has these very high slits that start about here. So it's kind of like a long shirt. It's gorgeous. I really hope they love it. I think it is stunning. And it's just, oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. All right, hold on. I don't have space. This is why I avoided doing it first, because it takes up a lot of room. I don't know what I thought doing it last would accomplish. It still takes up just as much room. But it's so beautiful. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Fold it, fold it. Okay, gorgeous. So I'm going to make sure that's visible on one side. And then trying to see how I want this package to display when it's all in its little mailer. It's okay. That. And then this little pretty friend. Hopefully that's nice. I think it looks nice. Put this in another big baggie. This particular batch of bags sticks together really well. They're difficult to separate when I'm trying to open them up to put stuff in them. All these clothes are very slidey also, so they're slipping off of the stack here. Gotta be careful getting it in. There we go. So I've got that on one side, that on the other side. Very pretty. All right. Next is another new to me buyer, purchased one item, and it was this 1960s Barbizon slip. I love these things. And this sold for $10. So I hope they love it. It also had a little bit of damage, just some discoloration at the underarm, but nothing too terrible. And again, I just closed it. So hopefully they love it. All right, there we go. Pretty, pretty. We only have one item left to wrap up after this. All right, that. And finally, my last item was another one of my pajama sweaters. I used to wear this quite a bit, and I found that this year I haven't been going to it. It sold for $13. I started it at 10, so it got a couple of bids. And it does have a couple of condition issues, which I disclosed during the show. It's a really cute little, look how fun. Nothing on the back, but that's okay. And it's cotton, which I always like. I like cotton sweaters. All right, so let's see. Let's get this folded up here. It has a little fraying at one cuff, which I disclosed, but I want to trim the fray. It just looks messy. If I can find my scissors, it'd be super helpful. There we go. Let me trim that. That one particularly long, dangly bit. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get her folded. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera at all today. I'm sorry. It's very annoying for you. Maybe. Maybe you don't care. Maybe it makes no difference to you. I don't know. But anyway, that's all my stuff. So, show was decent. I think that one thing that might help me is if I've been holding aside inventory every day to add into the evening show, so that I have like new stuff in case people from the morning come back to the evening, just to have it look fresh. I think though that I've still been putting my, like all my really amazing stuff in the morning show, so I feel like I want to start having some, even just a couple of more stellar pieces for the evening to act as an attractant. So maybe, I mean, obviously I want to have all the most stunning pieces all the time, but yeah, I think that there's some days where I definitely have a little bit more confidence in my inventory than other days. So if I can get a few of those pieces in there, just to even give myself a more elevated mood when I start the show at night, then I think that that'll help too. So I'm going to keep adding them for now. We'll see how they go. But overall, yesterday, after fees, I have like a $460 or $470 day. So yay, I'll take it. Needed it, and I will take it. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you again soon.